What's up? I'm Angel Dante, and this is Rebellious Gentlemen. So today I just wanted to take a second and talk about a topic that keeps coming up in all the conversations I have regarding whiskey and cigars. Whether I'm speaking to someone who's been smoking cigars and drinking whiskey for a while, or someone who's interested in getting into the hobby. Unfortunately, a lot of people who are new to cigars and whiskey get deterred because they start talking to these older, more experienced guys who might be more financially well off, and they start hearing about all these high-end cigars, these high-end whiskeys, which can get expensive. And unfortunately, they get deterred from picking up the hobby. The reality is that you don't have to break the bank to enjoy cigars and whiskey. There's so many good cigars and so many good whiskeys at very affordable costs. There's some very expensive whiskeys and cigars that are great, but you don't have to have those in order to enjoy it. Today, I'm smoking on a Factory Smokes by Drew Estates, which is a great cigar. I enjoy their bundle cigars, often referred to as Cuban sandwiches, because they're short filler leaf wrapped in long leaf, where typically your more expensive premium cigars are going to be all long leaf. But this is the same tobacco that goes into those expensive cigars that Drew Estates makes. They just use the filler leaf. It makes it more affordable from those same cigars, right? J.C. Newman, they make Quorums, which are the number one bundle cigar on the market. Again, both of these cigars great. Put them in my box, smoke them anytime, not feel guilty. They're $2 and $3 a stick when you buy them by the bundles. And then there's plenty of cigars that are in the $5 to $6 range that are great, $8 range that are great. You don't have to spend $20, $30 and up to enjoy a good cigar. A perfect example is the Oliva V series. They are constantly winning number one from Cigar Aficionado and Cigar Snob and all these other cigar media outlets. And the reality is I think most of them range from $8 to $10, depending on the size that you get and what area you're in. And they're a great cigar. Everybody I've ever recommended to enjoys them. And they're kind of my go-to middle range cigar, nothing too expensive. And the same applies to whiskey. I mean, today I'm drinking Wild Turkey 101. It's a good whiskey. It's $20 to $30 depending on the area you're in. Usually $20, $25. And you have multiple other whiskeys, bourbons and scotches that you can enjoy at similar price points. Dewar's 12 is one that I go to in the scotch when I have somebody who's a little newer to whiskey and they may not be ready for some of those stronger flavor notes that come from other whiskeys. So I'll put them onto a Dewar's 12. Almost everybody enjoys it. Monkey Shoulder's a great scotch. It's, again, maybe in the $30 range, not too expensive. You can go on the bourbon side, again, Wild Turkey 101. You can go to Old Forester or 100. They're a little bit higher proof and really inexpensive, very affordable. There's Elijah Craig's Small Batch. There's so many. I won't get into a list of all the ones that I enjoy. Maybe one day on the channel we'll get to a top 5 list and just list off what our favorite ones are from, budget whiskeys or budget cigars. If that's something you want to talk about, go ahead and let me know in the comments. We can definitely get into that. But my point in today's video is just to say, if you're interested in getting involved with cigars and whiskey, don't let the more experienced people, or maybe someone who is a little more financially well off, deter you from getting into it because you're not going to buy the most expensive or the most popular or the more rare. Because if you get into that, you start, just feeling discouraged that it's not for you. Instead, just find the ones that are in the price points that you can afford and try them. Again, I do encourage to go try some of the bundle cigars. Just great for everyday smokers. I smoke a lot of cigars, so I can't smoke $10, $15, $20 cigars every day. I'm just not going to spend that much on my habit. But I can afford to smoke a couple $2 cigars. And then when I'm sitting down and have a little more time where I can get into the flavor notes and enjoy them, I buy more expensive cigars. Again, you got to pick and figure out what works for you, but don't get discouraged. Go out there, explore, see what's out there for you, and try it for yourself. Forget what anybody else says. It's your choice. Everybody's palate is different. I've had people tell me that there's these great expensive cigars or great expensive whiskeys, and I go on and try them, and they're just really not for me. And then I've had $5 and $6 cigars that are great, and then smoked a $20, $30 cigar that I'd rather have one of these $2 or $3 cigars, to be honest with you. Same goes with the Wild Turkey 101. This bourbon is better than some of the $50 and $60 whiskeys that I've drank, and that's just my personal opinion, my personal palate. There's going to be people who don't like Wild Turkey at all. Again, everybody's different. Everybody has their preferences. Don't be afraid to explore, and don't get discouraged. Again, there's something for everybody as far as price point. Try what's out there. Find recommendations. Take people's recommendations into consideration, but then go do what works for you and find what you like. I want to see as many people as possible get involved in these things that I love, so you guys can come and talk about them with me and be part of, what Rebellious Gentlemen is all about. And hopefully we can continue to grow the community and continue to talk about it. Hopefully this will be a place where you can come and find out about the different cigars, different whiskeys, motorcycles, or any of those other topics, and we can just continue the conversation, continue to grow the community. You can tell us your opinions on things that you're trying. That's ultimately the goal with this channel. That's what I want more than anything, is to have a community that is having a conversation, and we can all kind of grow together and find out what we like. Again, don't be discouraged. Go out there, try everything, do what's affordable to you. Don't break the bank and, get your wife or significant other upset because you're spending too much money. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your cigars. Enjoy your whiskey. And until next time, salud.